A dish served hot and cold and neither by Dan Kiming. You're going to need desserts that are cold, hot but not so hot, or maybe neither. Enjoy, it's summer, it's hot, it's cool. Today we are going to make Palongai Ice Cream. The ingredients you are going to use is 1 pack all-purpose cream, condensed milk, and malunggay, and salt. First step that we are going to do is that we are going to pour the 1 pack all-purpose cream into a bowl, and then we are going to mix it using a hand mixer for 5 minutes until it kind of foams. After mixing for 5 minutes, pour on the condensed milk on the all-purpose cream. This is to make sure to add sweetness to the cream and to complement more sweetness than the all-purpose cream doing all of the sweet work. Just like before, start mixing with the hand mixer for 5 minutes. After you feel like it's kind of foamy, add salt again and then mix for 5 minutes and then add the malunggay mixture to it. You can also use fresh malunggay leaves, but in case for this PT, we're going to use the mixture of malunggay that is put on the blender. After adding the malunggay mixture, start to mix for 5 minutes again until it foams. Yes, it is normal if the cream turns green. This is normal, of course, because of course you put something green on it, it will mix. Make sure until all of the cream turns green or sort of green, because this is how the ice cream turns into Palongai ice cream. It combines and dissolves into the cream. After mixing for 5 to 7 minutes or until you are sure that it's okay, start to put it on a container where it is safe and clean. Then put it on a freezer for 6 hours or overnight. Take note that you should wait for the ice cream to freeze for 6 hours or overnight, or this will be the result. It will be a smooth but sweet mixture, but if you wait it for overnight, this will be the result, like stone cold ice cream. For first time making ice cream, I would say that this is a very impressive feat. We have zero experience whatsoever, but the result went well. Taste test, it tastes like matcha ice cream, like the Bad Piggy's ice cream promotion McDonald's had 4 years ago. Yes, malunggay can be a substitute to matcha. It's more nutritious and less expensive and can be found in your neighbor's garden. For people who love ice cream, I would suggest this easy recipe for all of you. Thank you. Nope, we are not finished yet because there's a second segment to this. For the second segment of my dessert list, we're going to make mango pie. Start waving to the camera, don't play with the knife unlike I did. Ripe mangoes, not green mangoes. I would not recommend ripe mangoes because those are salty and sour as flip. Start dicing the mangoes to even parts, maybe not even parts, but just start dicing them, dice all of them, and then put them to a clean container where you can put all the diced mangoes. So it's safe and clean and you're going to use it later. Just put it in a safe place, that's it. On a pot set on low flame, put the mangoes into the pot and start mixing them, or just I don't know what you do with them, just cook them, but don't overcook. And yeah, after heating the mangoes, start putting 1/4 cornstarch and 1 cup sugar mixed together and put it into the pot or to the mangoes. Don't put it on high flame or else the mangoes will melt and make this soggy and watery texture. That is bad, and like what I did. Tip is that if you have more mangoes, then you should stick with this. If you have less mangoes that you put into the pot, then reduce the amount of sugar that you put in it, or else it will be too sweet. Keep mixing and mixing, and after you feel that it's finally cooked, start putting vanilla extract onto the pot or to the mangoes. This will add a little bit of sweetness again. If it's too sweet, then don't, but I would suggest always put vanilla extract whenever you're doing it. After cooking the fillings or the mangoes, start by preparing the bread and then flatten them using a rolling pin or a bottle of wine or whatever, anything that would make it flat. Make sure to roll it into a flat like paper so that, yeah, just like that. After flattening the bread, start cutting the edges carefully. Don't break the bread, carefully using a knife, and yeah, just cut the edge using cutting edge technology knife. Cut it. Yeah. As you can see here, after flattening them, it looks like paper. No, it's not looks like paper. Don't write on them, and then start putting the mango that you cooked, the fillings inside carefully. Keep flattening them, whatever. Prepare some eggs, and then just look at what I do. Put some mangoes, and then like this, some mangoes, and then on the sandwich and the bread's edge, put some eggs on it. Now use a brush, and then brush some eggs on it so that it would stick, and then place them together safely with caring, with passion. Just look at what I'm doing, place it there, and then you're going to take a fork, and then you have to press it down to lock them to not when cooking, so the mangoes, the fillings inside won't get out. So yeah, hide your feelings inside. Don't say what you're feeling. I just lock them inside you until you don't care anymore, and then just do that. Just do what I am doing. It also makes this design that makes it look like sandwich pie and poach, and just keep doing what I'm doing. You can see the video here. This is why I recorded it. Yep. Then use a fork again, then lock them together again. The eggs will stick them together, so lock them for extra protection. And yeah, after you do those pie making things, next thing you're going to do is to put breadcrumbs into a plate, a safe and clean plate, and then spread them all around there. Put many, put more, whatever you want to do. And then the next thing you do is that you take the pies or the breads with the mango fillings, and then put it into an egg. And then after you put it into an egg, make sure that all the eggs is spread around to the bread, and then you put it on the breadcrumbs. This will create that crispy feeling, that mango pie feeling. It's a little bit, it makes it good. Then after you do that, put it in a safe place, and then get your pot and heat it up, and then add oil in it, like a lot of oil, like so much oil, and not so much, just the right amount, because we are going to deep fry the sandwiches or the breads that we made. We're going to deep fry them, so put an amount of oil where it's deep fryable, if that is a word. Don't overcook it, just leave it in a state where it's around golden brown, and then use a strainer, and then strain it for 2 minutes until all of the oil has been removed, or at least dripped. Final product, we have ourselves a very tasty summer fitting theme of a dessert, I guess. Mango pies are perfect for summer because mangoes and summer, they fit together. And then you have mango pies, of course they taste good, they're hot. And then you have ice cream, which complements the hotness, and it becomes cold. You see, that's ice cream, stone cold creamery type thing that you would buy in the mall. More mango pies, they're so good, they're sweet, they taste like mangoes, and crunchy and crispy, taste like Jollibee. I would like to thank Luis Ascon and Ate Charlene for providing most of the recipes that I used here. Thank you for providing many videos. You have to subscribe to them, and this has been Dan coming from My Humility. Thank you.